Hello guys, welcome back to some more Katawa Shoujo. Um, I'm probably gonna start over my freaking selection and stuff again because I just got done with a birthday party and I'm super tired. But I thought I'd just get one of these up and out of the way. So I feel very tired this morning, probably because yesterday itself was a very tiring day. On top of that, I woke up far earlier than necessary. After saying hi to Shizune and Misha, I start doing the work as instructed from the board. It already looks like today is going to be heavy. I don't have a problem with that now, though. Shizune and Misha might jump on me trying to get an answer about whether or not I decided to join the student council, even if it's just one day. I wouldn't put it past them to try, and I don't have an answer for them if they do, so this situation is convenient for me. About 10 minutes into class, Hanako walks in and takes a seat, but no one looks at her. The teacher doesn't even comment on her lateness. He does, however, stop us to say that we're going to break into groups again. I turn my head to see... Okay, something about Misha and Shizune were looking at him.
Hey Chan, it looks like we're together again. Yay, yay!
My god, they got super close. Misha leans sideways while Shizune pushes her desk closer to mine. There really is no escape now unless I were to jump through the window. Jumping out the window isn't the best option, sadly. Well yeah, then you'd be even more crippled than you're technically qualified as right now.
What's wrong, Chan? Oh, hey Chan. Have you been thinking about what you said yesterday? You said you would think about joining the student council, didn't you? It's okay, Chan. We were talking about it after you left, and it would be rude to expect you to already have an answer for us this early, right? Ha ha ha!
She reminds me of Jessie from Pokemon. Only her hair isn't, streaked way back. I'm so happy you two are able to have a laugh at my expense, and even more pleased to know that you both know how crazy the two of you can be. Now that that's over, Shizune snaps back into serious mode and smacks today's assignment with the back of her hand in an overly dramatic and important way. When I actually look at the stuff, it's mostly just reading. In fact, there are only two problems. I almost want to say something about how her rush to get started seems a bit much, considering the small amount of work. In fact, Shizune probably knows how little there is and simply doesn't care. Yeah, it seems like the workload doesn't matter to her as much as the fact that there is work. The actual amount is unimportant. She approaches everything with the same level of ambition. That's pretty important to have, I'd say. As long as you get something done and get it out of the way, then it's done with and it's out of your way. You don't have to deal with it anymore, at least for that moment in time. It's a good ambition and mindset to have. Hi, Hanako. While I'm reading, I let my eye wander around the room and catch Hanako trying her hand at solving the problems. It looks like she's working alone. I can't remember seeing her work with other people before. I think back to how shy she is. It's understandable. Hey, that girl over there.
Huh? Who, Chan?
Her, Hanako over there. Does she always work alone?
I think so, Chan. Do you feel sorry for her because she's alone?
I was just thinking that maybe she could work with us or something.
No, I don't think that would be a good idea, Chan. Why?
Yeah, why not?
So Chan wouldn't get along with her.
Oh my god. Why? Misha shuffles around the question, letting out a laugh that sounds very strange. It's nervous, but still has that little lilting up and down quality present in everything she says.
Just because, Chan.
Oh my god, you're evading the question! By now, Shizune has noticed our conversation and makes me realize again how Misha has been signing everything she has been saying this whole time. ...
What's it, Chan? The friend of my enemy is my enemy? That sounds so harsh. I'm not going to say that.
You said it anyway.
I know, Chan. It's fine if you overhear.
Oh my god. I wonder if this is Misha's way of keeping things fair, since without her I wouldn't be able to understand a thing Shizune is saying, and vice versa. Is that also why she signs all the time? So there is never a conversation Shizune will be left out of?
Dot dot dot. Anyway, we should start on the problem now, Hachan.
We finish with time to spare, and I decide to ask if there are any alternatives to the cafeteria, as frankly the food so far has been subpar. This sends Shizune and Misha arguing amongst themselves about their favorite restaurants. All of them are downtown, so I don't think we have time to go all the way there. And what about the bill? Are they arguing just for the fun of it? Maybe. They seem so distracted by it that they don't even notice the start of the actual lunch break. I look over my shoulder toward the back of the classroom. She seems to be studying her notes from the previous class. It's an odd sight. Everyone else in the class is busying themselves with the lunch break. Socializing, gossiping, rearranging desks. The ones with actual boxed lunches mixed in chattering like everyone else, only interrupted by short bouts of eating. But when I watch Hanako, it feels like that I'm the only one who can see her, almost as if she was invisible, sort of hiding in plain sight. Is she being bullied? Is she isolating herself from the rest of the class on her own accord? I see her look over her shoulder towards the classroom's rear door. Come to think of it, she hasn't turned a page since I've started watching her. I guess she's waiting for someone. What to do? Let's go talk to her. I still feel bad for making her run away yesterday, so I'd better say something. Hey there, Hanako.
Hisao?
Well, at least she remembers my name. Hey, I just wanted to apologize for yesterday. I didn't mean to startle you or anything. I'm just new here and I thought I should get to know my classmates. As Hanako looks up at me, I notice her scarring once more. It's a little bewildering that you can barely notice it from across the room, but it's so noticeable from close up.
That's okay. It was my fault.
Nah, that wasn't anyone's fault. It just kind of happened. So, are you waiting for someone? I saw you looking at the door before.
Yes, Lily.
Oh, you mean Lily the blind girl? Hanako only nods in response, and I can't help but wonder if defining people through their disabilities as a faux pas of the worst kind or just normal here. I guess that explains why Lily took off after her yesterday. She seems like a nice girl. Are you two friends?
Yes.
As if hoping for Lily to appear, she checks over her shoulder again. I think I'm making her nervous again. I hope I'm not disturbing you right now.
No, that's not it. It's just easier if Lily doesn't come here.
Oh, because it's hard to get around the classroom?
Not really.
Hanako's gaze drifts past my shoulder and towards Shizune. Shizune? Hanako nods again. What about her? Don't they get along? Hanako shakes her head. Clearly this is something she doesn't want to talk about. It doesn't make a strange sort of sense. Shizune and Lily not getting along so well. Communications between the two would be all but impossible. It's hard enough to talk to Shizune through Misha, even when you can see whose hands are talking. Hanako is so focused on Shizune that I'm the first to notice Lily at the door. Oh, she's here now. Hanako spins around to confirm this. Upon seeing Lily, she moves quickly to the door.
Lily.
Hanako, good morning. Is the president here?
Yes.
Hanako glances over her shoulder at Shizune again, as if to confirm she can't hear them even though it's impossible.
I suppose we best be off then.
Lily's sign of tone of what seems like frustration makes me raise an eyebrow. I guess there's some kind of enmity between the two. It's intriguing, but that's not really something I'd ask about. I'm sure if they wanted me to know, they would tell me. It's only my third day here. I should be trying to make friends, not finding out what people are enemies. Still, it's a little funny to find out that this school has little feuds just like my old school, high school. Even if the people are more tolerant of others, they're still going to get on each other's nerves. Hey Lily, how are things? I'm sorry I made you run off yesterday.
Oh my, is that Hisao? I didn't realize you were here.
It seems that Lily is a little embarrassed about being so frank in front of me.
Sorry, Lily. I thought you realized.
No, it's alright, Hanako.
Hisao, please don't worry about yesterday. It was all just a misunderstanding.
If you say so, I'm still working this place out.
Well then, I think you'll find most people here a lot more forgiving than elsewhere else.
Wow, I did not complete that sentence.
Forgiving than elsewhere.
There we go.
If you're feeling a little confused, please don't be afraid to ask questions.
Sure, I'll remember that.
Lily?
Lily gives a small nod of acknowledgement.
I'm sorry, Hisao, but we must be off.
Hanako really doesn't look all that comfortable here right now, and Lily still seems a little embarrassed. I wonder if my apologies really made any impact. Mind if I accompany you two? I know I'm kind of pushing it, but Lily hums quietly, still smiling.
I'm sure that we could accommodate you, can't we, Hanako?
She looks at Lily, then at me, and then freezes wide-eyed.
Sure. Well then, shall we go?
I'm sure Lily wouldn't do this so easily if she saw how scared Hanako looked. But it can't be helped now. Declining after the deal is sealed would only cause confusion and problems. So we leave, all three together. Lily walks beside the hall, letting her cane gently tap against it every now and then. Hanako comes along right beside her, so close that she is practically half hugging her as they go. Although it must make her walking that much harder, Lily takes it in stride. As we turn around the corner of the hallway, something hits me in the chest with the force of a steam train. Hanako shrieks a little, and my vision briefly goes blank. Ouch. Hello. Opening my eyes, I see a pair of saucer-like green eyes looking up at me. They belong to the perpetrator, a short girl who bumped into me and has now fallen down onto the hallway. She wears a PE uniform and a very worried frown. The former strikes me as a rather strange thing to have on during a lunch break. More striking than that, though, is that she doesn't have any legs. Or she does, but they're not flesh and bone. Her pale and very much flesh and bone thighs end in shins and feet made of some black metallic or plastic-like material. They look disturbingly artificial and unnatural. It almost makes me forget that my chest is hurting. The girl winces a little, rubs her nose, and jumps up. Twin tail girl, that's funny.
Aw man, hey, are you alright? I'm sorry about that, really. I wasn't looking where I was going and you just came out of nowhere. Sorry.
She's looking really apologetic, in the hurt puppy way of looking apologetic. I quickly forget about being angry or anything, since hurt puppies are my weak spot. It's okay, don't worry about it. Ouch. Oh god, not this again. I say that, but there's a stinging pain growing in my chest, and I know that this is about the biggest possible danger for my condition. Don't overexert yourself, don't forget your medication, and most of all, don't get hit in the chest. I try to rub my solar plexus to chase the pain away, holding my breath in an attempt to hear my heartbeat. Sounds pretty normal. Yeah, it seems normal.
Hey, should I get a nurse?
The worried high-pitched voice of the girl snaps me out of it. Oh, she's got a high-pitched voice? Well, too bad, it's not gonna happen. I stare at her for a few seconds, dumbfounded, until I realize that I probably looked worse off than I was, doubled over myself and looking all tense. Damn, I'm overly worried about my heart. No need, I'm fine. Managing to say something in response, I pull myself upright, feeling my sore ribs one last time and take a deep breath. She just knocked the wind out of me, big time, but it's nothing more than that.
You sure you're okay? I hit you pretty hard.
It's okay, I said I was fine. Nothing's broken. No harm done.
That's good. Hisao, what happened?
She's not quite up to speed for obvious reasons. She sounds very worried, more than what the situation deserves, really. Someone just bumped into me. Nothing serious, just winded.
Very sorry, it's my fault. I was just going to get some stuff, and I was in kind of a hurry. That someone here is Emmy, isn't it?
A little girl coughs quietly and shuffles her plastic or metallic feet, looking down at them before saying anything.
Hi, Lily, Hanako.
I guess the girls know each other.
Do please try to be more careful. You might be sturdy enough to endure those sorts of accidents, but there are people who aren't.
The girl blushes and starts to fidget nervously, like a child caught misbehaving. Wow, she's got really green eyes. Holy crap. It's so cute, and I find myself smiling.
I know that. I'm just... I gotta go. Teacher will have my head. I promised to help with printouts, but I went running instead. Sorry. But I've got to change everything. Changing everything. Jeez.
I gotta change everything. Nope, changing everything. Before any of us can say a thing, Emmy has already bolted away, leaving the hallway eerily quiet. Does that kind of thing happen often around here?
There are more rules in Yamaku than usual for running in corridors. But that rarely stops Emmy, it seems.
Obviously. She shakes her head weakly and offers a slight, composed smile.
I don't think there's anything we can do to stop her, I'm afraid. Shall we be off then?
Lily heads off along the hallway and Hanako hurries after her. The route of the room the two of us use for tea is fairly simple to retrace, being still fresh in my mind from yesterday. Lily and Hanako quickly go about the business of making lunch. Before I can even open my small bag of food, Lily's busying herself with her thermos and tea bags as Hanako is setting out both their lunch boxes. So this is what you meant by coming here almost every day?
Yes, Hanako and I usually have lunch here. It suits both of us, so we ended up using this room regularly.
After seeing Hanako's reaction to me over the past couple of days, I can understand why that is a boon. That and Lily being able to get some quiet away from her class as well. I take my seat last after Lily poured the tea for us and sits down. The more time I spend with these two girls, the more I think they're a perfect foil to Misha and Suzune. I'd say so. Even without a voice, Suzune is direct and brash, and Misha seems to get along with everyone. On the other hand, Lily is soft-spoken and relaxed, while Hanako seems to be the shyest girl I've ever met.
So how are you faring, Yamaku, Hisao? You seemed a bit flustered before.
Apart from getting lost every now and again, and being crash-tackled outside my classroom, fine, I guess.
You looked pretty hurt before. Are you really okay?
Aw, she's checking to see if I'm okay. That's so cute. Where was I? Oh yeah, okay. For a brief moment, I considered telling Hanako and Lily about my condition, but then I hold it back. I can't tell why, but for some reason I feel uncomfortable talking about it to these relative strangers, even if they have been pretty friendly. You know, their stuff is pretty visible, dude. And, well, I guess he hasn't really asked how or why it happened. But, I mean, you could at least tell him, like, it's a heart condition, or it's like, I don't know. I think that would be fair enough. Yeah, it's nothing. I was just a bit startled. Judging from the two girls' expressions, I don't think that they're buying it. But, in what I assumed is their way of respecting my privacy, they don't press the matter. I guess that is one of the unwritten rules around here. Don't ask. Even if people's conditions are obvious, like Hanako's, there's still bound to be a story involved. Everyone has things that they don't feel comfortable speaking about, and I think everyone here recognizes that. So, how long have you been in this school? You both seem to know your way around pretty well.
Well, I've been here since the start of high school, but only moved into the dormitories a year ago.
Hanako joined the start of high school as well, and moved to the dormitories when she did, if memory serves me right.
That's right, since high school.
So you've known each other since then? Since I moved, yes. Hanako lives next door to me, so it's only natural, right?
Right.
Yeah, of course. Living next to someone is probably reason enough to befriend them, though I'm guessing that Lily's blindness played a part in it as well. I can't imagine Hanako easily making friends with someone who has deliberately avoided looking at her scars. With the immediate conversation dried up, we start to eat our lunch. It isn't long before the bells are signaling the end of the break. Like me, the girls pack up their lunches as efficiently as they set them out. I guess I'd better be off. Are you going with Hisao, Hanako? Hanako looks up at me for a second. I can see that she is considering skipping class, maybe just to avoid walking to the classroom with me.
Yes.
I don't know what to think of it. Hanako really is delicate to the point of breaking... Hold on. Hanako really is delicate to the point of breaking if looked at in the wrong way. It makes me a bit nervous too, but I push the feeling aside, trying to be as natural as I can. We should hurry then. Class has already started by the sound of it. Lily gives a nod of farewell as she bends down to take her cane, Hanako and I filling out before her. We walk quickly down the empty halls to our respective classes. As we reach the door to Lily's 3-2 classroom, she turns towards me. Sal, thank you for sharing lunch with us today. My pleasure, Lily. And with that, we part ways. Lily enters her classroom and leaving Hanako and me to make off to our own. Hanako and me to make off to our own. She's still looking like she wants to run away. So, do you really want to go back to the class now?
Yes.
Okay then. I feel like I should say something more to her, but it's hard to come up with anything that would be appropriate and safe enough. And Lily was right. The more time we spend out here, the more explaining we have to do. I open the rear door to the class and walk in. Teacher looks up at me and opens his mouth to say something. However, as Hanako follows me in, closes the door, he simply nods to us and continues his lecture. I figured out a voice I'm going to do for this teacher. He's going to sound like Rick Grimes. That's what he's going to sound like. I'm going to do my best Rick Grimes impersonation, but it's probably going to sound like him combined with like Matthew McConaughey or something, and it's going to be horrible, but oh well. This is the third time that Hanako has had her truancy practically ignored. There's definitely something going on here. We make our way to our seats, and I notice that Misha and Shizune are both missing as well. I wonder if it's some form of informal agreement with the staff, or if it's a perk afforded to the unique students of the school. Trying to make as little disturbance as I can, I extract the relevant textbooks from my bag and start catching up. The class goes on quietly. The teacher seems like an okay person despite the weird first impression I got, and the material is relatively interesting. However, the way he teaches is really bizarre. It's as if he expects that everyone is a natural genius. When the bell finally sounds, I realize that there is still a lot of time left in the day, and I'm left wondering what to do. It's odd, at the hospital I have 24 hours a day of free time, but here filling the considerably short hours feels difficult. Everyone else leaves and I'm left alone with the teacher. Matao is examining the assignment sheets we were working on earlier, marking them with a red ball pen. Raising his eyes from his papers briefly, he notices me and furrows his brows. What is it, Nakai? I jump at him addressing me, but I guess it's natural to spark some conversation since there's nobody else around. Nothing. Thinking about what I'd do after school. The teacher slowly puts a cap on the pen he is holding and arranges his papers into a stack, clacking it against the desk twice. He seems very methodical for a brief moment. I'm reminded of Shizune, but the teacher is more unhurried and relaxed, much more routine. You have no plans? No, I considered joining a club, but I don't know what kind of club would interest me. Go observe a meeting of someone else's club. Might pique your interest, I guess. But I don't know how to continue from there. Metal looks at me in a way that makes me quickly want to take the words back to avoid a conversation, but I can't, so I have to forge ahead. I just don't know how to deal with people. I mean, the other students. I'm talking to people and everything, so it's not that I'd be isolated or anything. I just don't know what to think about the disabilities. It's like it feels that I'm being impolite if I pay attention to them, and it's weird to ignore them. Damned if I do, damned if I don't. The teacher scratches his cheek, absent-mindedly, looking very unresponsive. These things are only an issue if you make them one. You can talk normally with someone if they are blinded or something. Try to look behind the superficial. There's not a single student here who isn't just a normal kid behind whatever they might seem at first glance. He says the same thing as Yuko did. One sec, guys. Okay, I'm back. I know they're right, but it's hard. How can you not consider, for example, Shizun's deafness, when the only way to communicate with her is to talk through Misha? Or Hanako. It's not like you can ignore her face. You can just, pretend it's not even there. I mean, it's not even that bad. But, Jesus. Okay. I'm interrupted by the door of the classroom suddenly slamming open. Oh no.
Teacher!
Misha crashes in, hands straight in an enthusiastic greeting, her voice loud and lively enough to wake the dead from their graves. I don't doubt that. She starts toward the teacher's desk, with her bouncing step, hands energetically swinging with the rhythm. Oh no. Metal visibly dismayed at the interruption, and Misha in general slumps in his chair. Mikado. Misha stops in her tracks and looks around cluelessly if she's sensing from his tone that something is wrong, but has no idea what.
Yes?
We have talked about volume control before.
Yes.
But she doesn't lower her voice at all, and the teacher just rubs his eyes. So, what is it?
We need help. We're running out of supplies for the festival stands. This is a distress.
She waves a pink slip of paper she's holding around. So, go get more supplies from the art room. What's the problem with that?
Plywood. Plywood is always the problem. Last time you wanted more, there was only a little. But that time, we just took it all and went with that. Now, there's none left. So do you know where there is some?
I don't understand. How would I know?
The president thought that a teacher would know if there was plywood. Was she wrong?
Metal looks like he is in great pain, frowning with his entire essence, and Misha doesn't get it at all. Looking at the two of them communicate is terrible. Like looking at a man being tortured by drilling his skull open while blasting pop music at full volume at the same time. Good lord. I'm afraid I have no idea if there's any plywood in the school, let alone where it would be if there was any.
Aw, what should I do?
Perhaps try to find Miss Naoma. Nomaya? Find Miss Nomaya? I'm quite sure he would know where to find everything you need. You'd have to pry them from his cold, dead hands, but that's a different matter.
I don't have time. We're so busy.
She holds her head with both of her hands, looking as despairing as it's possible for a person like her, without even noticing. She crumples the note she's holding against her hair.
I shouldn't even be fetching these things. There is so much to do and we're all falling behind the schedule.
Metal looks at her gravely, then suddenly smiles. Smiling doesn't really fit his face. I think it'd be better if he didn't. I wonder if you could get some temporary help. Oh no. He switches to staring at me focusedly, with a hard expression as if trying to say, go make some friends. ... I guess I could give you a hand.
You can? Thanks, Hatan. You are really nice.
You just said I was cold because I didn't want to join the student council. I swear, sometimes men need a roadmap for a woman's head. I still wouldn't understand it because I don't understand a roadmap. Yeah, I don't understand a roadmap. I need like a GPS or something, but God, most people could probably read a roadmap. Maybe if I learned how to read one, it wouldn't be that hard, but still. She pauses, does a double take, and then points at me with her finger, yelping, "Ah!" and looking very puzzled.
Come to think of it, what's Hachan doing here? Class is over, you should be having fun.
We just had a little chat.
Oh no, it's not tension, is it? Are you in trouble, Hachan?
No, I'm not.
Is Hachan in trouble, teacher?
No, he's not. But the zombies, they're gonna be on top of us in about 15 minutes if we don't fortify the defenses. Find the goddamn plywood. Matao sighs deeply, and I feel that I have to help Misha. I have to help Misha to get her off the teacher's back. So I'm doing him a solid, is that what you're trying to say, Hisao? So what do you need?
Here's a list. I can try to find the plywood from somewhere if there's no one in the art room.
She offers me the note she's holding. I take it, hesitating a bit. I said I'd help, but this has no implication whether I'm joining student council or not.
Aw, God.
Drop it already, Misha.
Still, thanks, Hachan. Try to be quick. We're in a stall building.
Wow.
We're in a stall building streak now. We must hurry, hurry, hurry.
Yeah, you just hurry on out of here. I'll do what I need to do. She bounces out of the classroom, leaving me and the teacher looking at each other with something that feels like a silent agreement. Well, there you have it, Nakai. You have something to do now. Thanks, teacher. Please don't sound so smug. Looking at the list with a number of items ranging from paint to plywood, all written with small, neat handwriting. This is undoubtedly Shizun's. I heave a sigh. I'll be going then. Waving the long list limply at the teacher, I exit to the hallway. The classroom closets closest to ours designated belong to class 3-1 and 3-2 on the right side and 3-4 on the left side, each door looking exactly the same. Further down the corridor, still with identical doors, are rooms that I didn't think were used for classes. I guess the art room is not a classroom as such. I carefully push open the furthest door and peek in. Okay, I think this is where we're going to leave it, guys, because I have the Walking Dead recording, and it should be about to the point where I can just fast forward through other commercials. So we'll see what happens in the next episode. Don't forget to like, subscribe if you haven't already, share, kind of help spread it out there. But yeah, I'm still getting consistent support on the videos, which I'd like to thank you guys because it's awesome. Yeah, so just keep up the good work, and thanks for watching, guys, and see you next time. Bye.